Welcome to Richland Springs. It's a good place to be from, and it's a good place to live. And our relationship as a town with this football team, and really with the school and all the kids and all the different stuff, but the football team stands out because they've put us on the map.
Yet for tiny towns like Richland Springs, six-man football remains a vital force.
The support is amazing. And even before I moved back, they were in a state championship game in 2001, which they lost by a point, or by a touchdown, excuse me, to Whit Harold. But, you know, the fever was already there. And you know, I come back and I go to the games and I am amazed at the crowd, and I am amazed at the enthusiasm, and I'm amazed by the number of kids playing. That last 11-man season in 1977, we had 14 guys, okay? They suited out 30 kids and had a JV team, and I said, where am I? I'm on a different planet here, because I said 30 kids and they're playing six-man. You know, I don't normally go around touting, but the producer felt like that it was, you know, important that I share this. I actually have a PhD in theology, and I've had the wonderful opportunity of being able to study under some really amazing people that have broadened my worldview. Getting to have opportunity to travel around the world and be in different cultures, different countries, and have friends that, you know, don't look at things the way that I do has been a wonderful thing. And so when I come to all of this, I'm able to look at it and see it. And you know, as we go along these weeks, you're going to be seeing, you know, maybe some scripture references. You're going to be seeing references to Jesus Christ again and again with this team. And they are not ashamed of that, because it is who they are. And they don't believe that God favors one team over another. In fact, they don't even believe that God's really all that interested in outcomes, okay? It's not that big a deal. But He does care about the people who play, and they know that He does. And they can't help but share that part about themselves. So, you know, when you see all of those kinds of things in these weeks, that's what's going on. Paducah game. Seems very similar to the last game at state championship last year. First two plays, touchdowns. And since about 2002, we've only lost 2 regular season games. So, you know, we're used to winning. Our kids are used to winning. It's almost like it is bred into them, or it's learned quickly. And, you know, they play pee-wee football. We have 3rd and 4th graders who block and tackle better than some of the opponents we play on the high school level. I mean, I don't mean to be mean, it's just that way. So, but, you know, people ask me, what is it like to be in a place where they win like that? And the real key is in the work and the preparation they do. That's really the difference maker. You know, a lot of people think, well, we have better athletes. Well, those first 3 state championships in '04, '06, and '07, yeah, we did. I mean, we really did. I mean, we played great people, and they had great athletes, but we were superior. Those 3 in a row in 10, 11, and 12, there were people that we beat that we shouldn't have beaten. I mean, that were, you know, athlete-wise, I mean, they were just absolutely superior. There's no way we should have beaten Calvert in Moody. There's no way we should have beaten Jonesboro that year at home. But, you know, our kids did extraordinary things. And it's because they believe and they are prepared. And they work harder in the weight room. They work harder on all kind of drills and all kind of things than any group you've ever seen.
Both my grandfathers and my dad both played on the Coyote football team, and my dad holds a national record for 32 tackles in a game, and I've always tried my best and to be like him, and know that my father has accomplished that. It sets a goal, a bar for me to try to get to every day.
Hutton Lusty, a little bit of a legacy. He, as just a junior, you know, has all these different accolades of being all-state, defensive MVP as a sophomore in the state championship game last year. But as a legacy, you know, his father has the national record for the number of tackles in a 6-man football game. Bucky Lusty, 31 tackles in a game. Hutton will never get there because we don't play long enough. Hutton allowed me one of the great radio calls that I'll ever have and probably won't ever be able to duplicate again, but he had come back, he'd been out several weeks with a broken arm, and shows up for the Jonesboro playoff game, which we were pointing towards, big deal, and he has it wrapped heavily. First game back, and first rattle out of the box, he makes the first tackle for a loss, but that wasn't the biggest play that he made. The biggest play with this club hand is that he makes a tackle, he strips the ball, he recovers the fumble. So after the fact, here's how I describe it. I said, ladies and gentlemen, the only way I can describe it's this way. Hutton Lusty tackled the guy one-handed, he stripped the ball one-handed, he recovered the fumble one-handed, and then he came off the field and gave a high five one-handed.
It'd be a great experience if we were to win the 8th state championship and get to play in AT&T Stadium. And me and the guys, we always talk about it, how great it'd be and how fun it'd be to play there. And it'd just be a great experience.
Typically, you know, this is in all levels of high school football, there'll be 11 weeks to get 10 games in the regular season. And so you're always going to have a bye in there. Right now, we've got 2 byes because we're still trying to fill a team because somebody dropped out on us and they decided they didn't want to play us. And so we're scrambling to find another game. And, you know, sometimes in 6-man, because the schools are so small and because of the numbers are so small, you know, if a team, you know, starts out with 8 kids, gets 3 hurt, their season's over, which one of our district opponents, Lone, has already canceled their season. So we had to find another one of those willing Christian schools to come play us. You know, we are sharing this unique story, and we're not even trying to attempt to cover the entire world of 6-man. It's this specific story where we hope we end up, you know, with a winning season, a state championship. We don't want to lose, but if we lost, that would become the story. You know, there are a lot of different resources you can go to learn more about the game, like 6manfootball.com. It's called the Bible of 6-man football, and it's got, you know, it's got a little bit of everything, you know, from the history. You know, Granger Huntress runs it, and he's done a great job doing it. So you can find out all kinds of stuff there. There's also 6mania.com. Cowboy Parks, or Charles Parks, his given name, runs that. He even has a little weekly column in Dave Campbell's Texas Football where he has 6 points about things that are going on in the world of six-man every week. You know, we're not advertising for these guys here. You know, we're not trying to, but it's places you can go. Another would be LoneStarFootball.net, and it's even run by a six-man guy, even though it covers all of the classifications from six-man, which is 1A, all the way through 6A. And Lehman Saunders does that, and you can find all the scores and all those kinds of things. And I'm probably even leaving out a couple that don't come to mind. But all of those are places that you can learn about just how special this game really is.